The border crisis, that's also on Trump?
Have you been to the border?
No, have you?
No. So how do we actually know if the wall was actually done? How are they getting in? Is it really a crisis, or is it just crisis actors?
If you didn't know what that woman was talking about, you are not alone. That Trump supporter is hypothesizing that potentially the people attempting to cross the border are not really trying to cross the border. They're paid actors. But for what purpose are these crisis actors drawing attention to the border? Hopefully watching the rest of this video will give us some answers on her line of thinking and not cause us to lose too many brain cells along the way.
I don't think there's a crisis at the border, honestly.
I don't think so either.
You think people are at the border acting like immigrants?
Correct.
What's the purpose of this?
To wake more people up.
To what?
To seeing we would be going socialists in a communist country, and that's not what America's about.
I'm Rayy Vana, and welcome back to Rebel HQ. Okay, so exactly 0 of my questions have been answered. I'm more confused than I was before I watched the rest of this clip, and I'm sure that it's not just me feeling this way. But that's what I get for expecting a logical argument to come out of a Trump supporter. And the more I think about it, the more confused I get. Who is she arguing is hiring these crisis actors? The Biden administration? Or the Trump administration, Democrats or Republicans, or I don't know, maybe the Libertarian Party, because I just can't even wrap my head around what she said. And what exactly was it she said they were there to do? Show socialism is bad, and then she threw communism in there too, because you gotta fit all of the scary buzzwords in your answer. And I just can't let you forget that at the beginning of her answer, she said this.
If the wall was actually done, how are they getting in?
The thing is, the wall was never done, was never completed, and even if it was, they would be getting in with ladders. This video from Now This shows just how easy it was for a man to climb over Trump's, as he referred to it, impenetrable wall with merely a rope ladder. So much for impenetrable, considering he was able to simply slide down the other side like a fireman going down the pole. Not to mention the fact that the wall is completely irrelevant in the discussion of the border crisis as it's referred to, because it's typically referring to asylum seekers coming to legal checkpoints and using the legal process of declaring asylum. So they wouldn't have to bother even climbing the wall with a rope ladder. But I wouldn't expect a Trump supporter to know any of that. Of course they don't. They view all immigration as bad because they're racist. And because their God King Emperor Donald Trump told them to believe that. And I think I'm asking too much of this woman who seemingly had to use all of her limited brain power to even put together that completely nonsense string of words. But this video should also remind you that you're going to need to vote in 2024 to ensure that people like her aren't the ones deciding who gets to be the next president of the United States.